evolving because of real-life situations with a pinch of good jokes. Sometimes, when someone says, "It's a slice of life," you think it's something boring. But in this book, the author was able to tell us about real-life situations in such length that when we are reading, you hold your breath and want to read more and more and more. It tells the story of Phileas Fogg, the resident of London, who makes a bet with the members of his club that he can circumnavigate the globe over the land and sea in 80 days.
I like traveling very much. That is why I like this book. Sinbad has lots of adventures when he travels. I like adventures too. Something always happens with me at school, at home on holidays.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say their subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance. They were written that way. Innocent victims of that story. Like Romeo and Juliet were written in the stars before they even met. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would drop them off their hope of living happily. The endings are often a little bit gory. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay. But that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. But sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Thank you so much for your interest and attention.
I'd rather say I'm keen on reading. I often go to the library and take out a lot of interesting books. So that's why I decided to take part in the Malta Street Festival. I visited Russian State Children's Library and borrowed some books from it. Here they are. It was my mother who encouraged me to read the book White Fang by Jack London because she saw a full version of it and has really impressed me greatly. Jack London's famous White Fang was published in 1906. It's one of the best-selling novels in English. Reading about the author, I found out some interesting facts about him. Jack London was born in 1876 in San Francisco. His full name was John Griffith London. He was an American writer, famous for the fact that he never finished school. In his youth, he had a lot of different jobs, such as a sailor, a deliverer, and he was even a gold hunter. His great passion was traveling. He was rebellious and a strong personality.
Harry Potter, my favorite book. But now we are talking not about it. We were thinking which book to buy, and I saw a book of an English writer, Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I remembered that my friend Vanya liked this book very much, and I chose it. As soon as I opened it, I understood that I could read it within a week. And I have done it. I liked the book so much that I didn't notice how I read it. Mostly my mom was happy to this fact.
Yes, I have told Milana about this book, which Roald Dahl dedicated to his son Theo, and which proved to be one of the most popular children's books of all the time. The story of Charlie Bucket, the Five Golden Tickets, the Oompa Loompas, and the Amazing Mr. Willy Wonka has enchanted me. For me, it is not just a fairy tale. It is a book full of life lessons, simple but smart. Be grateful for the important and simple things in life. Best things in life are worth waiting for, and if you dream it, you can make it. Nothing is impossible.
This book was first published in USA in 1964, and in Great Britain people could buy it in 1967.